Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for April 21st through the 27th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Juno's obsessed with the little girl or with the room. I don't know, with the energy here. She's just not, and now she's on top of the table. So it's like, okay. If that's what she wants, that's what she wants. Gonna do readings here from now on. Not that they don't have this side of the table, but why use that when they can use this? The overall energy for the reading, the Page of Cups. This seems like a slow energy, not slow, I mean just kind of going with the flow, but not rushing, you know. Just taking it easy there, but definitely moving forward there with something. In the recent past, the King of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so something was going quite all right here. There's a equal give and take type of an energy there. Two energies that seem to be a little different, but not by much, but they seem to be making it work. Okay. Now, in the current situation, the Two of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Kind of a double-edged sword there. There's it's like, let's put you split in half, where half of you is super concerned about a situation and its future of that situation, and the other half of you kind of feels good about it. So you could be having days in which, okay, everything's going all right, and days in which is super tensed, you know. Okay. In the immediate future, the Queen of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Eight of Pentacles. This is a full-on energy of self-care. You're entering that space. I don't know if you're doing something in particular for yourself here that brings you in this place, but all of your focus, all of your energy is put into something that has to do with you. Okay, nice. Let's clarify. Let's do the Page of Cups. Six of Wands, the Empress, the Two of Wands. Okay. You're heading in a direction here, and you seem super confident. It's not even about confidence, you just know that you'll get there. You're also acknowledging that you'll get there in time. Like, you know, that's why the energy seems quite smooth. No rushing, no nothing. Because it's going to take a minute until you get to where you need to go with this one. Okay. Super windy out there. For the King of Wands, in the recent past, you get the King of Wands again, the Death card, the Four of Swords. Nah. Really? Then why? What? Nah. Hold on. Let's do the Queen of Swords. Oh, well, yeah. For the Queen of Swords, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Okay, so your energy seems to be pretty straightforward, right? What you see is what you get. This is what I want. This is what I need to make this work, right? Okay, let's take it from there. Now, the other energy that comes in opposite of you, or I don't know who's who, but one energy is super determined, super clear, while the other energy is kind of okay, I want this. Oh, okay, I changed my mind, you know, 5 minutes later. Oh, no, I didn't mean to change my mind. I'm going to change my mind back. It's fine. You know, so very wishy-washy compared to the other energy, I'm saying. So that's not necessarily going to work out on the long run, and you're showing up because if that's you, and I feel like that's you, the determined one, You're showing up as knowing from the get-go, this is not going to go anywhere like this, you know? But still being part of it, though. Let's do the Six of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, no, you're putting an end to this eventually. You're like, okay, this has to be done. Again, if this is you, the one with the determined energy, because that's the energy that's bringing this to an end, because that's the energy that from the get-go knew that things aren't going to go anywhere. Even though, you know, for as long as they did, they seemed to function quite all right until, you know, the energies on both sides were more defined, appear more defined in the sense of one is super driven, super determined, knows what's up, super open. The other is like, yeah, it's not going to work out for long. Let's do the Two of Swords in the current situation. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Cups. Well, make up your mind. Would you? I think this is you. And you've switched from clear mind, determined, to... That energy sucked you in there, huh? Because you're like, I think this is gonna work. No, I don't think so. But I think it might actually. It might. Probably not. But I feel that maybe... Okay. Oh, that's not good. You got sucked in there. Let's do the Six of Wands in the current situation. The Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords. And then we're back to clear mind. Yes, the problem is what sets you in that place of, you know, back and forth here is the fact that whatever this is, it built up into an emotional aspect. It grew. So you care for whoever this, you got invested, you know, you got into deep. And that's why you're in this place of, but when you bring all your senses together and balanced, you realize, okay, I can still care for whoever this is, but I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on. Because I can't do this. I can't bounce like this, you know, left to right and front to back for however long this is gonna last. It doesn't work for me, you know? So, okay, let's do the Ten of Swords. Queen of Cups, the Judgment card, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's a matter of, you know, gaining that clarity, sticking with it, and making a decision from there. Not from the place of bounciness, from the place of clarity. And that's exactly what you're doing. You know, realizing, okay, yeah, I'll still hold them dearly in my heart for however long it takes. I don't care, but I can't play like this. This is not my game. This is not my game, you know? And you're back into a sense of clarity and steadiness and determination and, you know, making decisions from there. Good. Alrighty. Let's take the future to the side here because Juno's tail is in the way. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles in the immediate future. The High Priestess, the Lovers, the Two of Cups. Yeah. You're also figuring out the more you go through this process, which I don't know if you ended the situation, in all honesty, it's looking like you're heading in that direction when you hang on to the energy of clarity. But I don't know if you actually went through with it. But you're also figuring out at a more deeper level what it is that you need in terms of a partnership that is going to work for you. You know? That sense of stability, that sense of, I see nowhere in sight where you're showing me this is going to work for me. I see nowhere in sight left to right. I changed my mind. I didn't. So there's quite the consistency and quite the stability in what you need, you know? So you're figuring that one out for yourself as well. And you're very clear about that too, your needs. Not only would make sense based on this bounciness or, you know, lack of, but what your actual needs are when you put yourself first. For the Strength card in the immediate future, you get the Hangman, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and you're, you know, you're deciding you're ready to wait however long it takes until that energy shows up in your life. Okay, so you got a little mixed up with an energy that looked right initially. You thought you could put up with it, you know, in the sense of, hey, you know, yeah, this could work out, until it got to the point of, this is not for me. And then figuring out what is for you so that you start attracting that. And that's exactly what you're doing there. And you're not chasing it. You're not going after it. You're not, you know, universe, where is it at? Tell me. Come on, give me a hint. I'll go get it. No, you, over there, at least, you seem to be understanding quite well the law of attraction. And it's like, you know, the minute I got it all figured out for me as an energy as to what I'm looking for, that's what I'm going to attract, right? So I just got to lay back and wait and see when it comes in. And you're in no rush. You're good. Okay. Yeah, sometimes we need to deal with the opposite of what we need to understand what we actually need. So that's exactly what happened here for you. For the Eight of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the Six of Swords, the World card, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And this wraps up this cycle. You're basically ending this cycle. There's some loose ends to it that I see you working on, and then wrapping this up, and then I see you opening up a brand new beginning for you. So looks pretty good in the way that you're navigating through this. I'm glad that, I don't know how long you've been in that for you to realize, hey, this isn't working out for me. I personally don't get it as too long. But long enough for you to be able to determine what works for you. And that was not it. So, okay. That's it? No. Let's see what the universe has, right? We didn't do, I can't see because of the tail. Well, the tail is not really on top of it, but no, I didn't do the universe. Okay. See what the universe has. The Three of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. You can't do that though. You're like, yeah, I'm willing to wait as long as it takes, and then 5 minutes later be like, but like approximately, do you have an ETA? Universe, do you have an ETA? Like, okay, like however long, it doesn't matter. But like, I would be curious. I don't know, just ballpark. I don't know, just 10 months, you know, 10 years. I don't care. It can be 10 years, but I kind of approximately, you know, can I? No, cut it out. It doesn't work like that. You said over there, no, I'm okay. I'm okay with waiting. Okay, then wait. But like, come on, give me a little bit, an ETA, and it doesn't even have to be close. Like, you know, it can be 5 years and you say 2 years. At least I have a time reference. Well, give yourself that then, you know. I'm not going to give it because I don't know, because it doesn't work like that. This doesn't work like that. So, no. What are you going to do if you don't know? You're not going to do this anymore? You're going to quit? No. So, chill. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.